Hello, 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 and welcome. It's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Today we're looking at how to use circles and squares in your card making. So I'm just going to wait. I see that Betty's already joined us from Canada. Hi, Betty. Oh, I'm creaky again today. Let me just pull my, oops. It's gone, all of a sudden, it's gone really bright outside. So I'm just hanging on and waiting to hear whether sound is all good from my my listener in. Sean's checking on my channel for me.
No. You can't hear me. Just okay, just switch it connect. Okay, excellent. Is it alright now, mate? Yeah, you're all brilliant. Oh, my gum's squeaky again.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. No, now we're getting audio. Okay. Okay, how's that now? Is that better? And do I sound okay? Okay, good. Oh, my sound went all funny again. See, isn't that just bizarre? I did all the same things that I did last week and it was fine. And this week, rubbish. So there we go. Who knows? I don't know. Technology. Hello, hello, hello. So thanks, Sean. Thankfully, I've got my helper, Sean, who's checking on me and making sure it's all okay. So good afternoon, Lisa. Good morning to Jenny. The sun is not up there. Oh dear, it's very bright here. Hi, hello, I'm better. Now it's okay, says Betty. That's good. All right. So I've got a couple of hellos from people in Facebook. If you're in Facebook, you need to let StreamYard know that it's okay for them to know your name, or you just need to put your name at the end of everything that you say, and then I'll know it's you. If you never do that, then I never know who you are. So today, having got rid of that technology issue that's done us first thing, we're going to be looking at squares and circles. That's what we're going to be looking at today. So it's always, oh, it's Joe. Hi, Joe. So it's always been one of those things that people say you should never, ever like mix and match different shapes. So people are always, you're always drawn to seeing like all squares generally, or maybe layering squares, or all layering circles, or all layering ovals. And apart from like maybe a little label, it's always been kind of like a big no-no. Oh, I'm very croaky. A big no-no to kind of mix everything. Or at least that's kind of how I was always taught at school with art and design and stuff like that. But actually, my mum always said, no, that's not true. And she went to fine art school. So I don't know, I didn't know who to kind of believe at that point, but I saw some of mum's drawings and I knew that they looked good. And I've always liked to expand the boundaries. And so when people say, oh, you must do this or you must do that, sometimes it's nice to break those rules and just see how it looks. So I'm going to tell you today that it's okay to mix circles and squares. In fact, it actually can be really, really nice looking. So we're going to make some fun cards with circles and squares. So I'm just going to flip you down and we will start making. But the big news is that we can also I can also show you the inside of the catalogue today. Yay, because it went live last week. So now I can show you what I'm talking about inside the catalogue. So that's good. We'll do a little bit of that too, but nothing major. So if you like anything that you see, you can purchase it from me. Links and stuff are below. If you need other links, let me know and I can give you those. If you like the way I teach, this is my free channel. I'm here every Monday, unless it's a bank holiday, in which case it might be a Tuesday, but normally every Monday, 12:30 UK time, I'm here teaching live, demonstrating how to make a card, a technique, or something to do with design, answering questions that come up in my free membership, free beginners card group on Facebook, and also questions that sometimes come up in our members group. And if you want to learn in a little bit more of a structured way, or you want to find out a little bit more about the the background of design, like what actually happens and why things look good and how you can make sure that your cards look great every time, come over and have a look at the cardmakingknowhow.com. It's a group that you can join. It's a membership. It includes courses. I don't even know how many, but I think we're over like 12 different courses already. And it's going up one a month. And then we have tutorials, past tutorials of mine and new things that I put in every month. And you can come along and join us for our craft along. So that's my membership if you want to come along and find out about that. It's a great way of having a structured learning pattern because I teach you how to go from here to here, from beginner to confident card maker. And you know, you have accountability within the group, so you can ask us questions, you can ask me questions directly and all that kind of jazz. So if that kind of sparks your light then or interest, then head over and have a look at the cardmakingknowhow.com. So that's that. In the meantime, let me go here. Let's put some light on. So when I talk to you about the membership, that's the membership I'm talking about. Okay, the membership for the cardmakingknowhow.com. Whoops. Oh, that's gone dark. Come on. There we go. Very sensitive, my lights. Okay. So this is an example of using a square and a circle within the same card design. This also uses one of the new stamp sets and bundles from the new catalogue and new papers from there as well. It's just a new card all over. It uses the conversation bundle, which is one of the ones we're going to be using for Paper Party this month. So conversation bundle, page 39. Here we go. So Paper Party is coming. It's ready to book in. You can come along and get, if you're in the UK, sadly only available for those in the UK. If you're in the States, contact me because I've got a friend, Katina, who I run it with. She's available, so you could book in with her. So you can see here that I've used the different stamps and the dies that go with it to cut these little nice, interesting outline layers on that. So all of those are from this conversation bundle, and that's one of the sets we'll be using in the Paper Party. So I just wanted to show you that so you knew where it was coming from, because it's a new one and I know people will be like, where's that, where'd you get them? So and oh, I'm struggling to get my catalogue back in its packet. Go back in. Go. And I know that this is something that we haven't had for a while. Conversational speech bubbles. I love speech bubbles. They're just brilliant. However, I digress. So this is a card which uses circles and squares. And I think the thing is that people think I can't use circles and squares because when you get a pack of layering, they all come layered together. So you see a square with a smaller square and you think, oh, okay. So I should be layering, you know, like square and then a smaller square and then like an even smaller square. Have I got an even smaller square? And that looks great. You know, absolutely. That looks beautiful. And so that would be kind of like your normal layering pattern. And doesn't it look nice? And it's symmetrical and everybody likes it and it looks great. Hi, Paula. Hi, Angela. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. So yeah, so that looks lovely. But if you, it's quite static, if you know what I mean. It's very square, stable, very stationary. But if you swap that out and just put a single circle in it, suddenly you've got movement in that circle, in that square. So you've got the swooshes of the paper and they're now almost replicated or mirrored in that circular design. And so therefore it becomes a lot more of a moving card. So it feels like it's got real movement to it. And so that's why you would use one over the other to give you some kind of different basis. So I'm going to make this as a very simple card. Now this card has got gold foiling on it, so we know that with gold foiling I always use my seal because otherwise it's likely to show. I mean, it doesn't really, to be honest. It's pretty good this because I've used it on the other ones, but I just want to doubly sure. Sometimes you can see the glue through a gold foiled card, and I'm covering the entire base card here, so I'm going to start at this edge and then work my way over to this edge. There we go. And that helps me to make sure that that's a nice straight edge along there. Okay, so that's that. Now I've got this piece, which is a bit of a darker tone than that, but it kind of matches. And then I've got my circle. And then in my circle, I can just simply add some words or something that I think would look good. So it's quite a big circle, so we could go quite big in our sentiment here. And I like that sometimes. What's that say? A bit small even. Let's go see what we've got here. I think this one's going to be too big. Ooh. Oh no, that would fit nicely. What's that one? Okay, well if that works, then we might. Can we get this one in? Or is this? Oh, look at that. There we go. Lovely. I love this one. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. Oh, someone's late. I don't know who you are, but you're late. That's okay. We don't mind late. You can always catch up on replay. Paula says she's just popping in. Oh, you've got to go out to work. Well, hello, and thank you for popping in and saying hi. And we will see you again when you're back on replay. Come and check us out on replay. Okay. So for this, I'm stamping my sentiment in the circle, like so. Oh, look at that. So easy. And on a circle, it's great because you can pretty much not go wrong. Love a circle for that very reason. And then we'll start layering it all up. So I have a new sheet of dimensionals. Lovely. Love it when we get a new sheet of dimensionals. And then let's get some sparkles, shall we? What have we got here? What sparkles do I want to go with today? I've got new sparkles to play with. Oh, I think those are the right ones, actually. There we go. Let's take those out. So, has everybody had a nice weekend? What were you doing this weekend? Anything exciting? I was putting my board up. Did you see my board? Hang on, let me just show you my board. Oh, I know that's a bit bright. Just turn that down. Did you see my board? Look at this. It's got all my, so it goes way up. I need to lift you up a bit. Look, it goes woo, right the way up there. It's huge, huge. It's got all my stuff on it. It's great. Love it, love it, love it. It's got all the things I've ever done with Stampin' Up on it. So all my trips, all the conventions or on stages I've been to. It's got all my awards. It's got gifts from all my different teams, because I'm in the Crafty Ducks team with my upline, Diane. Now she and I are both in the Stampin' Stars team. Shout out to all Stampin' Stars who are watching. But of course I then have my own team, the Royal Stampers. Woohoo! Shout out to anybody of those who's watching. So I'll have little mementos from both of those. Now, this is quite a simple card. I mean, you don't really get much simpler than this. But hopefully I've shown you that by using it this way, you can see that you get that little bit more of a dynamic card just by adding a little bit of movement in a circular motion, because your eye goes around the circle. It's just a natural thing that your eye does. And so doing a card like this, now how can I make that a bit brighter over there? Has it gone dark all of a sudden? No, that's a bit bright. Is that better? Can you see that okay? Oh, it's Jane who's late. Oh, wow. Okay, lots of people. Let's have a look. Joe says, Brill. Thank you, Joe. Jenny says, trying to organise and pack for a crop this weekend. Oh, that's a very important thing to be doing. Excellent. Jenny says, love that paper. I know, isn't it gorgeous? Oh, because it's all shiny and foiled. Beautiful. And Jane is the one who said she was late. That's okay. You're allowed. So yeah, so there we go. That's that. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more sparkle with some gems. So you see that your eye, oh, that didn't work. Took the packet out, left the gems behind. There we go. Take the gems out, Pip. So you can see that your eye travels with the circle, and so it kind of matches those sweeping motions. The square behind it gives it a little bit of a stable background, somewhere to sit and be before that eye movement. It's just, they're very subtle things that you don't even know your brain is doing, but they are. And that's what makes a card look good versus a card that looks, okay. And so it's those kind of things that you just want to pay attention to if you want to improve the look of your cards. And I know lots of people in my beginners group are like, oh, my cards don't look as good as somebody else's. And whilst we don't agree that anybody ever does any comparison, if you are looking to learn, then you need to understand what these things are doing in your cards. So like yesterday we had somebody and all of her card was down here and there was this massive gap at the top, and that's just definitely off balance. And so you always want your card to be balanced. Now here you've got space and then everything's down here, so you'd think that was off balance, but because of where it is on how it sits, it actually looks like a balanced card. And these are all the things that I teach in my membership. So if you're interested, you can come over and jump into that. Okay, so that's my first card. Second card is another very simple one. No, not that one. This one. This one's even very, this one's just doing it the other way around. Okay, so this one is even simpler. So we have again a background piece. This is floral something or other. I can't remember what it's actually called. I should, but I can't remember because it's new. Let me have a look and I will check it for you. So these are 6x6 papers. Again, all of these papers are part of our paper party because you get a quarter share of everything. So these are floral. Here we go. Next page. Fancy Flora. I knew it was Flora. Fancy Flora. See, they all look like they're artistically painted. So I like that. They're like acrylic paints or oil. I think we've decided they're oil paints, actually, the way they've been done. So again, here, this time, I'm going the opposite way round. So I'm going to do a circle with a square. And we can pick... oh, you're the best ever. I like that. Where's that? Where's that? Here? Yes. You're the best ever. That fits nicely on there. Easy. You don't have to fill up the whole square with a sentiment. You can always just do a little one. I'm going to go with Starry Sky because there's nice in here. There's mixture of Starry Sky and Night of Navy, so we can go with both. Even though I'm using a Night of Navy circle, that's fine. Here we go. And so this is what it looks like if you just do it the opposite way around. And this paper is just brilliant because I've literally just cut it to size and it already has this sort of swirly bit in the middle, giving us a lovely focal point just here. And then I can pop these up on dimensionals. How quick is this? This has got to be the fastest card in the West. And yes, I am doing an extra 2 because no soggy middles. I don't want it squishing when it goes through the postal service. And then you just have to make sure that your points are even, like that. There we go. And then we can add more of these little gems on because these match too. So we've got just a couple of these, I think. Put one over, one up here, over here, and then one of these large ones can come down here, like so. And in fact, we've got some Mossy Meadow ones as well. Oh, let's keep going. I love adding more sparkles. Is it anything better than adding sparkles to your projects? I don't think so. Oh, and we've even got, yeah, we've even got some of these. Oh, look at this. We've got all the colours in this packet. This packet's great. This is the, let's have a look at this. This is the solid faceted gems. Fantastic for fancy flora. Marvellous. Good to know. So there we go. So that's the other way round. Okay. So now we've got circle in a square, square on a circle. Here we've got a embossed circle on a square with additional elements on it. Let's have a look what else can we do with squares and circles, because they're fun and just a little bit different. Oh, let's do this one. Okay, so this one doesn't even have to be like a solid circle. It can be one of these fancy circles. So, oh, let's put some more. It's more of this beautiful, this is the flora paper again. Fancy flora. Who's got the catalogue and who loves the papers? Or who's seen everything online and loves the papers? Either way, it's just gorgeous. But you can do this with anything. So let me reiterate that. You do not have to purchase the Stampin' Up! Products to make these designs or similar designs at home. I don't want anyone thinking that they have to do that, because you don't. So you can use anything. Obviously, I love Stampin' Up! And I love the products. But you don't have to use these. Use your stash. I mean, you might have old Stampin' Up! Products that you could do this with. You know, it's January, we're all skint. I know that. So, but don't feel like you have to buy new to do have a fun go with some of these designs. You could just do it with anything that you already have at home. Now here I'm cross-secting two rectangles with a square. It's like, oh my goodness, she's really going for it. Yep, I really am. Because I just want you to see that playing around with shapes, any shapes, oops, is actually a really good thing to do in your card making. You just have to understand some basic principles. And I'm going centrally here, but you wouldn't even have to go centrally if you don't want to. In fact, I'm going a little bit higher than, but it's central that way. This one, I'm going to dangle this. Let's dangle this up. Let's put these up here, because it doesn't matter if these get a bit squashed, because they'll just flip up again. Just make sure that this bit's okay, because we're going to be putting our name on here. So who's going to give this a try? Come and talk to me. Let me know what you think. Just going to try out using some squares and circles. I don't like that one so much. I prefer it this way up. No, it's going to have to go that way. Okay. I want it to just overhang that side of it. There we go. Who's going to do that? Who's going to give this a go? Now I've got my little gnome, which I haven't filled in, but I'm going to just use some of my what am I going to fill in? I'm going to go and grab quickly my blends. That's what I'm going to use. Okay. Let's get those. Let's get us one of these as well. There we go. How's the sound going? Sound still all right for everybody? Let's give him a yellow hat. Or do we want to give him... No, let's... Yeah, yellow hat. Nice and pale yellow hat. Who loves a bit of colouring? Hey, Marilyn's joined us. Hello, lovely to see you. Nice to see you, Marilyn. It's very quiet today. I think everyone must be back at work and miserable and forgotten that it's Monday. And that or remember that it's Monday, but forgotten that I'm live on a Monday. Everyone needs to be reminded again, I think. There we go. Or they're just working you too hard on your second week back. Ugh. That's not good. Or maybe it's your first week back for some. There we go. Okay, we're going to have light blue flowers. And then I'm going to put those little rhinestones in the middle. Because I can. There we go. Now, let's give him a dark blue coat. Kind of looks a bit denim-y at the back here. This might be a bit dark, but never mind. I'll try it out and see. That'll be fine. There we go. There we are. And then he's going to have little grey little slippers or boots. Oh, you're all very quiet. Are you all concentrating? Just watching me colouring in. Giving grey gloves. I never know if these are actually hands or mitts. I feel like they're mitts because I feel like his face is like pink. I need a little scrap because I always pick these two up and I can never remember which one's which. There we go. That's the really light one. He kind of wants a little bit of a face in there, even though it's part of his beard as well. This one's slightly darker. His nose a little bit darker. Okay. So now he can be, or she, maybe it's a she. She's got flowers on. Who knows? Possibly it's a she. I'm going to pop her up on here too. She's just adorable on there. Look at that. That's cute. You like? Hey, from Darwin, Australia. It's somebody from Darwin. Who's that? Come and say hello. Give us your name so we know who you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, let's put that back so I don't lose it. Now, we probably need a sentiment on there, don't we? Maybe a birthday. Birthday. Sometimes I leave mine blank. And this is another area of controversy in the group. I know, because people are like, what? No, you can't leave your cards blank. You've got to put a word on. But I know, Jane, that you do this. You leave these blank and then you put a sentiment on when you're good and ready. And I like that idea. Obviously, you'd always put an inner in. I quite like that idea. So now we've got another sort of fancy circle on a square on a circle on a square, embossed circle on a square. So sentiment or background, whatever, but it's all still Divinity. Hi. Hey, Melly. Oh, hi, Nola. Hope it's not too cold. I'm a little bit cold. Yes, thank you. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Excellent. So there we go. Oh, we've all come back to life again. Okay, so that's that. And then for my last card, I thought, well, let's try something completely different because, you know, don't want to be stuck in a rut. So this time, rather than putting them together, we're going to use more of this lovely fancy flora paper. And we're going to, which way around do I want this? No, definitely feels like it's that way. Don't ask me why, but it feels like it's this way. I think because the edge of the paint is this side down. So what I've done now is I've chopped loads of circles, well, 3 circles, but lots of different circles in different ones of these papers. These are different, like different areas or different parts of the papers. With different types of circles. So this one's got a scalloped edge. This is from He's All That. And then this is just another standard one. And you can create lovely patterns with circles, either going round each other. So they're sort of like this. You can add larger ones to it as well. So if I wanted to, I could have like swap that one out and make that really big. So you can play with the different types of circles that you're using. Could bring in a different, actually that's quite nice, bringing in a different paper altogether. Just kind of similar but different. Depends on how funky you want it to be. I think I want it to be like that. I think I like those colours going together. Those 3. And you'll like this one because it's got purples in it. Yeah, so we could maybe switch that one out for that. I mean, look, you can literally just whiz away and change and do all of that stuff. So let's put some circles down and give it a bit of layering depth. And then we'll bring a square into the equation because, you know, this is all about using circles and squares. So you think, oh, that's a nice pretty card, looks great. But there's nothing to say that you can't then add, oh, that's good too, that you can't add, you know, a square in as well. I love that side. I'll have to remember that. That's pretty. Thank you. What have we got here? Lisa says she often leaves her cards blank on the front. Yeah, me too. Angela says the fabulous new makeup looks super easy. Good. That's my entire plan, to make it look super easy, because I want you to give it a go and to see how easy it is. So let's do this. You don't have to be like, if you just focus on one thing, I'm going to make my cards with circles and squares, then it immediately limits your design options. But that's good because that helps you then get the design out and done and dusted really quickly. Whereas if you go, oh, I don't know, I could use this or this or this or this, then you're making yourself immediately panic about the amount of stuff that you have to use, or should I use this, or what about that? And then that's where you all get stuck, or everybody gets stuck. I get stuck too sometimes in the kind of the whiffly waffling, which one shall I use kind of thing. And that doesn't do us any good, because then we never make anything and we go into that whole, you know, just stuck phase. Our mojo's disappeared. It's because we've given our brain a bit of overload. If we just calm our brain down a little bit and give it 2 options to play with, it goes, oh, I can just work with circles and squares. Oh, great. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so that's that. And then I've got a little diddy square, which you can basically put anywhere because it's circles and squares. Okay, maybe not there, but it looks pretty good anywhere you want it to go. So we'll put a little sentiment on that one. And then this time, I'm going to use Starry Sky again. Or maybe, actually, no, maybe Orchid Oasis. Maybe just come down. Let's come down a touch. Let's come down. When I say come down a touch, I mean come lighter. So add a bit more white into the mix. That's a great thank you, isn't it? It's just easy to use. That I like it there, I think. So then we know that we don't stick anything on this edge, but we're going to put them on the other 3 parts. And then we'll just add a touch of glue there. And then we can tuck that in there. And you know it's a circle behind because you can kind of see it's a circle behind. So you still get that circular look, but you've got that added square of the sentiment there just to add that in. And I'm going to come back to these gems again because they're just balmy blue. Yes, okay. And they're circles, so they kind of continue on that theme of circles. And if you had square ones, you could add on some square ones, and that would, you know, that would work too, to give you that feeling of, you know, going with the flow. Put one there just in the joining part. I'm going to put another one over there, and then always work in 3s. So we'll put this one down here. There we go. So there we go. What do you think about that then? Questions, thoughts, comments? Nola says she never thought of doing circles like that. That's good. So I've taught you something today, Nola. That's excellent. I'm glad. So let's have a look at them all again. So remember, we're working on the basis that something's going to have circles and squares on it. I've made them all portrait. Haven't made anything. You like that? Oh, somebody's late again. Yes. Paula says you have to watch the replay. Wishing everyone a great day. Thank you, Paula. You have a lovely day too. Afternoon, Margaret. Nola says she likes them. That's good. You like the name colours? Great. Lovely. Jane says, what gems were you using? Yes, these are amazing, Jane. These are solid faceted gems, and they work perfectly with these colours. Thank you, Nola. That's cool. So I think, you know, I think that shows you how different. I mean, look how different they all are. And yet, okay, these two are probably the most similar. But even this one here that I started off with, that's definitely, it's different because of what you can add on the outside. And because you've got that stabilizing square, you can add anything else you like around it and it looks good. This one, very structured with the square, but then gives you that circular motion and movement so that you feel like the card has got flow to it. This one, the flowers are just beautiful, and so you're just positioning something on the center of it to do that gorgeous sentiment in the middle. And then this one, you've got the flow from the papers, but also from this beautifully moving piece of die cut here. I love dies like that. And then finally this one, we did all the circles and then with the square to finish it off. So I think they've come out great. I'm really happy with those. I hope you've enjoyed watching that. Taz, you have to come back and watch it again for sure. See how I put them all together and why we're putting them together the way we're putting them together. Oh no, Margaret said she forgot to order some gems. Oh dear. Yes, gems are always a good thing. I try and add a new pack of gems on to any order because they're small, they're little. It can help to use up those host rewards if you get host rewards, freebies, or can help you get to host rewards if you're a bit short. But look, all those beautiful papers. So these are Fancy Flora, and then this is By the Sea, these ones with the gold. These are By the Sea papers. again, both of these in my paper party. So hopefully you have enjoyed that. Oh, let's turn that down. That's a little bright. Don't need to be quite so bright. I look like some kind of, I don't know, geisha girl or something. That's a bit brighter than that though. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Let's do a giveaway. Always want to do a giveaway, right? I'm going to give one of these cards away to somebody anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you are. So make sure that you've commented. So I'm just going to wait here a moment. In case you're watching and you haven't put a comment in, I can send you a card no matter where you are in the world. I'm allowed to do that. So pop your name in and we'll just we'll give it a whiz and spin it through. But you need to have your name recognized with Facebook for it to actually pick your name. So make sure that you've done streamyard.com/Facebook, said yes, and then it will pick you as a winner, or it could pick you as a winner. So that was today, looking at squares and circles. Every week I try and come back and teach you something new, depending on what I'm doing, or what questions have come up in the Facebook group, or what's trending, or just what I think is a good thing to talk about. Hold on, says somebody. That's Taz. Kathy, again, hello, welcome. Betty says she loves the ideas. Hello, Kathy. Yeah, Joe, you're sorted. You're okay. So that's cool. And I like to make sure that these are things that you're interested in. So if you are in my Facebook groups, then please put in suggestions of things that you'd like to know about, things that you're interested in. I do pull them out from the groups. And, you know, this week we've had some conversations around layout and all that kind of stuff. Last month in the membership, we did an entire masterclass on advanced design and layouts and how to make sure that your cards look good every single time. And I gave the members some tools that they can download and use over and over again to create their own little handy gizmos. And, you know, we have lots of stuff in the membership that will help you to go from beginner to confident card maker. So if you're interested in the membership, then it's very simple. Just come and join us here at thecardmakingknowhow.com. There we go. That's our website address. So you come on here, join us. You can join for a month and leave if you don't like it after a month. You can come and join, and if it's not your thing within 7 days, you can cancel free of charge and get your money back. If you come and stay, then you can subscribe, or if you want to get a discount, then join for 3 months and come and enjoy it for a discounted price. So that's that. But if you don't want to do that and you just think, actually, I would just like to come along and maybe do some paper party or come along to a class, then that's how you come to classes. And you can jump on. We're doing a Zoom on the 14th. That's this Saturday. You have until tomorrow to sign up for it. It's £10. Join anywhere in the world. It's 2 till 4 on Saturday afternoon. You will get a tutorial, a video, and a PDF, and you'll have 2 hours crafting with me. And I'll show you the cards I've done, and we're talking about masking this month. So you can come and have a look about that. Alrighty, so are we all done? Are we all commented in? Oh, Carol's watching from your TV. Can't leave a comment. Okay, so, well, you can now. Yes, excellent. Okay, brilliant. StressU.card. What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. We won't worry about that. Oh, you tried. Okay, it's not working. Don't panic. Before you join every one of my videos in Facebook, you will have a notification to say that it's happening, it's coming up, and in there in the description it tells you how to actually do. Does it tell you how to do that? Oh, maybe I need to keep putting that in. It should tell you, but I will make sure that it's there, that you can do the StreamYard.com. Let's have a look. Jane says she loves the new gems, can't find them. No, they're in the main catalogue. They're current. They're in the big catalogue, annual one. Okay, so let's do a pick. Let's do a giveaway. So let's share my screen. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. This one, share. Alrighty, so this is the one we're doing. Circles and squares for fab card designs. I think we've said that that's what we've done today. So we're collecting all the entries, 13 entries. Well done, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Who are we picking? Who's it going to be? I like this bit. It's fun. Who's it going to be? Betty. Yay. Betty, you need to send me a message with your email, with your home address, and I will send you a card. Oh, Taz, you're over here now. See, YouTube, it's much better. As soon as you're on YouTube, your comments automatically are there. Facebook's it's harder. Yay, congratulations, Betty. I will pick a card and I will send it to you as soon as you put your yeah, you need to put your address, not here, not publicly, just message it to me. So you can either do that at pip@queenpipcards.com. That's my email. You can email me, or you can do it through the group. Either way, it works. So thank you ever so much. I'm so chuffed my board is up now. I feel all happy. You've got something to look at now rather than just the boring wall that you had before. And we're quite tidy as well in here, which is amazing. So yes, thanks ever so much for watching this week. I will be back again next week, and we will be having more fun with more card making demonstrations, tutorials and videos. And in the meantime, if you want to sign up for classes or the membership, I would love to see you in there. And don't forget, I keep forgetting to tell everybody this, don't forget, this month is celebration month. So if you shop this month and spend £45, you get a free gift. Something from our celebration catalogue. So I must go and do like a catalogue flick through. I'll do that some point this week. So yeah, so you can get my faves and my recommendations, and you'll see what I like, and then you can see what you can get for free. But you can go on the catalogue now, go on the website now if you're ordering, and just choose something from the celebration rewards. There's loads of lovely stuff, including some fun, cute little owls, which I know everybody loves. So take care. Have a great week. Let's hope the sun keeps shining. Yay. And it stops raining. Boo. Because it's been a very wet week here. So let's hope it's a bit more cheery. And I will see you again, same time, same place next week. Or if you're coming on Saturday, I will see you Saturday in our class. Alrighty. Take care for now. Bye-bye.